Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Dave Edu section. Today, I'm going to share some tips on interview preparation. Okay, in interview preparation, the most important thing you need to know is the objectives, right? So, what I'm going to share to you is to have begun to identify the skills, the knowledge, attributes, and drivers they have used and developed during the study, research, and other activities. So the objectives that I'm going to share today to you regarding about the interview preparation is also to enable the participants to experience the interview process in a safe and supportive environment, and to allow the participants to understand the interview process from both the interviewers and the candidates' perspectives, to practice interview preparation, questioning and answering techniques, and giving and receiving back. The feedback to increase the participants' awareness and experience of the techniques a recruiter may use to gain information from the applicants. So these are the most important thing during the objectives when we have the interview preparation. Okay, for the interview preparations, there are reasons for us to be cheerful. So we shouldn't be nervous, all right? So we just need to be confident and just act based on the situation. Okay, first of all, your CV must work effectively. CV is called curriculum vitae, all right? And you are over the biggest hurdle. You need to over that, all right? And the employer wants to know more about you, so you have to be prepared. You have prepared and know your selling points, so you need to show what points that you can elaborate on. You have prepared answers to predictable questions. This is what we have done before, talking about mock interview. So you need to practice on that. It is a learning experience. So it doesn't mean that if you fail for the interview, it shows that there is no any other interview that you can go. No, all right. This is just a way of a beginning for you to a journey for you to learn. Okay, next we going for the what are the interviews for? Okay, to establish whether you have the competencies for the job, to establish your knowledge, interest, and motivation, to find out what you like, and to give you an opportunity to find out more about the employer. So it is a two-way process with the interviewer and also the interviewee, right? Okay, and we goes with the effective interview preparation. It enables you to make a good first impression, prepare for predictable questions, respond to the selector's criteria, answer questions effectively, present skills and experience effectively, cope with unpredictable questions. So whatever questions been asked by the interviewer, you are able to answer. That's what I say. Practice makes perfect. You need to prepare, do your homework. Cope with increasingly probing questions, right? So it's the same goes with what I have told you just now. You have to do your homework before you go for your interview. Okay, you need to do research. The post offer. So what type of post or vacancy they offered? The employer. I needed to know about the boss, your employer, the interviewer. Your motivation skills is very important. Your achievements, your background, your skills, qualities, and weaknesses. You need to be perfect into that. And your own questions if you will have any question to ask. But remember, do not ask too many questions. Okay, and the next you need to know is the occupational knowledge. So you need to ask yourself, all right, what do I know about this type of work? So if you're able to ask all these questions within you, fine, you will get a job. All right, what attracts me to this type of work? What relevant work experience I have done? What kind of training or additional skills am I hoping to gain? What have I done to find out more about this kind of work? So all these questions, when you ask to yourself, you will be able to, to answer whatever question been arised by the interviewer. And also you need to have the self knowledge. So you need to ask yourself, like, why do I want the job, right? Confirm the interviewer will ask you, why you come here, what type of job do you want, why do you want this job, why do you want to work at this company. Yeah, you need to prepare that. So what will be your best elaboration and also your answers to give? All right. And why am I a suitable candidate? And what evidence do I have for this? What have I gained from academic or employment or extracurricular activities? What are my career ambitions? What do I want to be doing in 5 years? So these type of questions also are very, very popular. It will be asking like, in the next 5 years, if I choose you to work in this company, what you will do in after 5 years? Yeah, you need to be able, because this type of question, they just want to see whether how the way you answer, the way you deliver your speech, the way do you deliver your elaboration, right? That's very important. And what was my best or worst decision, my greatest achievement? They also need to know that. When did I work in a team, solve a problem, or use my initiative, right? And what are my main strengths and weaknesses? So these are also very important because they need to know about that. Okay, we move on to the body language, which is the do's and the don'ts. All right, if you're talking about do, you need to have a firm handshake. I have previously have also talked in during my talk in the part 1. Then you need to have a good eye contact. All right, you need to smile. Okay, and then open posture. All right, this is very important. Relax but alert. Okay, look neat and professional. So your attire must be professional look. And then adopt appropriate dress code. Listen, you need to listen actively. All right, take notes. That means if they ask you questions, for example, yeah, you know, you're doing nodding like that, like this. Sit in the right seat. Okay, you need to lean your shoulder to the chair. Go to the loo beforehand. All right, so all this is very important about do. Okay, but if you talk about don't, okay, do not limp or clammy handshake. That means too soft. No. All right. Bring in a carrier bags, clutter. Wear jeans. No, not at all. You can't wear jeans. Look down. You look down. No, it's wrong. All right. Cross arms. You can't even cross your arms like this. You see? No. All right. Flop into chair. Wave arms. Stare out of the window. Shake with nerves. All right. And adopt a threatening posture. No, you can't do that. So this do and don'ts is very important because if you follow whatever the criteria in the interview protocol, you will go ahead and you will get a job. So you need to be alert on that. Okay, moving on to the interview process, such as the sample structure. Introductions is the process normally explained by the interviewer. Of course, the interviewer will do some greetings and you yourself, you have to do greeting, and then they will start with the introduction. I am so. Okay, today we are having an interview session about what. All right. So this type of introduction. And warm-up questions is normally they'll just ask you to describe yourself, tell me more about yourself, so something about personal on you. So curriculum vitae, the CV, application forms questions, also they will look. Questions based on selection criteria. All right. So this is most on the based on the vacancy or the post that you are going to go. Questions from the candidate. So if you have any questions you need to ask, you can ask, but please do not ask some sensitive question, something a very good knowledge question, right? And summing up is the next steps. So the interviewer might sum up everything and might talk about, okay, if you are given the choice or given the chance to work at our company, maybe the secretary will call you, or you need to prepare this and this and this, right? So all that is called about the conclusion at the final part once you have the end of your interview. Okay, next moving on is I'm also sharing some sample questions to you. Before this is previously part 1 I have shared. So this is also another sample of questions. Why do you want a career in this area? All right, so these type of questions you need to know. Which of your achievements or ideas do you feel most proud of? What was your contribution? So you need to be very confident into your elaboration, right? Okay, what do you see has the most significant personal challenge for you in this career? What will you have to learn or develop to be successful? And when have you had to think through a complex problem which involve analyzing data, developing options, and implementing a solution? So outside academic work where possible it is. So that means you have to be, first of all, you need to be alert and you need to listen attentively the question being asked the interviewer, and then you need to able to answer. So you can't be like telling, huh, what is it? I don't understand. No, you can't say that. If you don't understand, if you need the interviewer to repeat again, you can just say, I'm sorry, pardon please. Yeah, something like that. You need to talk. You have to be very polite with the interviewer, because this is also evaluation been done by the will be doing by the interviewer. So by the time you enter to the room of the interview session, top to bottom, they will be looking at you, at your personality, the way how you see it, your characteristic and everything. So you have to be a very polite person in the during the interview session, and also when the way you are talking, you have to be very, very confident. All right. Okay, moving on to the answering questions. So that's how I told you just now. Listen carefully and answer the question. Seek clarification if necessary. Have evidence to support claims. That you need to have the elaboration. All right. Okay, talk about your personal contributions. Describe positive outcomes and be specific. Very important, right? Okay, and you need to use the STAR method. If you don't know what about the STAR method, you can just Google up and you just type STAR, STAR, during the interview session, interview preparation. So STAR is more to like the situation where you need to have 10% at least in your attributions: task, action, result. So these four items is very important. STAR. So STAR is a theory, or STAR can be a key point for you to success during your interview. So you need to prepare on that. Okay, preparation and positive attitude. You need to make a strong first impression, like smile, all right, strong handshake, confident body language. Speak slowly and clearly. Answer the question what been asked. Don't say something else. Be sure of your strength and how they apply to the job. Okay, you need to be also succinct and by avoid yes or no answers. Don't always say yes, 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 no, 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 but you don't have any elaboration or maybe examples to say that. Okay, be interested and also enthusiastic. It's very important. You need to live positively. Thank the interviewer. So you can't just be like walking away from the interview room like that. Once you have done, you have complete your interviewer. Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. All right. This type of example, you need to say that. Okay. And after an interview, all right, you need to review your performance critically. So what went well or not so well. So you need to know whether did I answer the questions of the interviewer. So you need to think. All right. Make some notes, ask for feedback, and don't get discouraged, right? Okay, you need to treat each interview as a chance to develop skills. And the most important thing is, I would like to say, good luck and have fun. Okay, the most important thing here is you need to know how to go ahead with of your interview. You don't have to worry so much, but the most important thing is you need to do your homework. You need to be confident. All right, the self-motivation is the most important thing. So I wish you all the best and good luck. Stay safe, stay home. Take care. I'll see you again.